Hey, friend, welcome to the podcast. You Are Significant, the podcast where you will hear real stories from real people, and we will get down into the truths of your own significance. You were created on purpose for a purpose with seeds of greatness inside of you. Now, let's get down to it. Hey, friend, welcome back to You Are Significant. We're going to talk about a topic today that is close to my heart, and that is how you can be significant through network marketing. I've been in network marketing for at least 30 years now. And it has been such a great way for me to connect and have a wonderful community, but also grow personally. It's really been a way for me to be paid for personal growth and become the best version of myself. And at one point, I thought about not doing network marketing anymore after I had some success, but had little children and I had taken a break to just focus on being at home and raising the girls for a little bit. And it was at the time when we weren't building on social media yet. We were needing to be out at parties or meetings every night, 4 or 5 nights a week. And, but then I realized, you know what, all of the things that I am learning and growing in are actually the same things that I need to learn and grow in to be the best Christian that I can be. And so, for example, learning how to talk to strangers. Jesus wanted strangers that to come unto him. He says, "Come unto me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And so Jesus wants us to talk to those who are weary, those who are heavy laden. Well, who is that? Everyone at some point is going to be weary and heavy laden. What's heavy laden anyway? That means burdened, like the troubles and the sorrows and the cares of life are just weighing on them and heavy, and they need help. So many people are suffering with anxiety today and depression. And some know Jesus, and it's just a chemical thing that's happening, but many do not know Jesus. Many do not have him as their comforter and the Holy Spirit as their comforter. And it would make all the difference in the world if they came to know Jesus and gave him their burden and weren't trying to carry all of that themselves. But even beyond that, I can't control the world. I wouldn't want to. That would just be too much. But Jesus and God are omnipresent and omniscient. They know our very thoughts. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, they are omniscient, omnipresent, all knowing, all powerful. And so that relieves me of that burden. And so I just found that as I engaged in network marketing, it helped me to make some income for my family. It also helped me to become the best Christian that I wanted to be anyway, and grow and to have the best character. And so those are just a few things that we're going to dive a little bit deeper into in this podcast today. Thank you for being here. If this podcast serves you, please like and subscribe and share this episode with a friend. Maybe you know someone who's been searching for a way to create some extra income from home. Maybe they have kids, maybe they're elderly and don't want to get out all the time in crowds and all of that, but they want to be able to create some income from home with their phone or their computer. This is a fabulous way to do that. Share this podcast episode out, and you can also share it on your social media. So thank you so much for being here and for sharing and subscribing. So any woman can win in network marketing. And I think that is so amazing. You don't have to have a special degree, you don't have to have special training, you don't have to look a certain way, be a certain body shape, like if you were going to be a model. You don't have to be a certain ethnicity. You don't have to speak multiple languages. You can just be you, and what you bring to the market is going to serve. I just absolutely love that it's for all ages and all ranges and all stages of life. And sometimes women or men, but we're going to focus on women today, um, will make that their excuse. Well, I have little kids, and so it's not just the right time for me right now. But actually, nowadays, especially because we do have computers, you don't have to be out every night away from your littles or your teens, because our teens need us maybe more than the littles did. And it took me a while to realize how much our littles or even our grown kids need us, because they need so much emotional support and wisdom and guidance, and they have questions. And so having the flexibility that I'm not locked into an 8-hour schedule per day, and having that flexible schedule, and creating income in a flexible environment, that may be one of the number one reasons that I have stuck with it and loved it for so long. I can't imagine myself having to go into an office space every single day from 8 to 5 plus the commute. It just wouldn't work with our family. And also what I value most, I just absolutely loved having that time with my children, and being the one who was there when they had accomplishments. I homeschooled my girls, and I've homeschooled Joe off and on. He's also gone to private school and will probably finish in public school. So I love flexibility. I'm just a flexible person anyway. I believe that we have options, and that we're never just locked into one thing or one place or one way of doing things. And so that's my mindset. And I love network marketing because there's alignment. There is so much flexibility within that income producing model. So you can make a little money, you can make a lot of money, you can make some money on your own terms. And I love that as well. That because it's flexible, you also have flexibility in how much you want to commit to network marketing. You could do it just enough to pay for your own products that you love from the company you rep for. You also could go on and make enough to make your car payment or even your house payment. And then you can go all in and create legacy income. And so I've been a part of more than one company. And there's been things that I have taken away from each company that I've been with. One of the first companies that I was with had an excellent training system. And really, I went to university with them. And then I went into direct sales with another company, and I did really, really well. It was a lot of fun. I repped for Pampered Chef and did kitchen shows back in the day when we went into living rooms or kitchens and had a show. I just loved seeing all the women come, and we would have such a great time. It was fun to cook and then eat together, and then help them get things they needed to make their life easier, and even make it possible, because some women would come who really didn't feel confident in the kitchen. And so helping that woman feel more confident and equipped to be able to cook for her family, and just the joy that that would bring was rewarding. But I made good money in that business. I was not in the phase of adding consultants under me. I was just selling the product, and I went and did a lot of shows every month, and so I did well in the direct selling part. Um, And then I went back to the same company that had the awesome training system, but I was on a different team. We were under a couple that was billionaires in what we were doing, and their son, who was also a multi-figure earner. So it was just really great to be in that environment. And I do believe that success is proximity. And so when we get around people who are doing it and making money, that helps us. And so for me, my dreams are big. My vision is big. My vision is big, but you can do whatever you want and whatever is in alignment with your level of interest, how much time you're willing to commit, how much personal growth you're willing to put in, because you're going to cap out at your level of personal growth. And that's rule number one from John Maxwell, the 21 laws of the 21 irreversible laws of leadership. I love that book. So, another reason that I love network marketing is because of the unlimited income potential. So, however much you want to put into it is what you're going to get out of it. And consistency is rewarded. So, as you're consistent with your income producing activity, you are going to be rewarded. And I love that I can create a dependable income because every time I do my numbers, then I get the same results and I'm going to be paid on those results. That's something that a lot of people think isn't there for them. But what I have found is when you have felt like, well, there isn't consistent income in network marketing, so that's why I would rather work a job. The consistent income comes from consistent action. And so you can create consistent income and a very dependable check if you are consistently doing the things. And so anytime that I have found I wasn't getting the results, excuse me, that I wanted to, then all I simply needed to do was get into more action. And always when I've looked at my numbers, oh, and my numbers aren't high enough, I need to be in more action, and boom, there would be the results again. So I do love that the income potential is unlimited. Another reason that people feel like the income potential is limited is because they may not have learned how to work with other people. And this is an extremely important part of network marketing if you are going to create unlimited income, is learning how to build a team. Every company isn't offering this anymore. A lot of network marketing companies have become affiliate, which is where you can only create income through personal sales on your level ones. Um, and so it's important to search for a company that offers, that's actually still set up like network marketing, where you can build a team. And so I love my company because it was founded by two men, and one of them, his mom was in network marketing, and he grew up on that income. Her company changed their compensation plan, and he saw how that affected families, dramatically affected families. And so he has vowed to always keep our compensation plan the same. And so there is security in that. And I know that a lot of people are struggling with the changes that have happened in the industry, that have happened in their company, where even for no reason, some companies have closed when the company was doing well. And there's always risk in business. We are not going to eliminate that. Our security is coming from God. And one of the comforts, though, in a company changing their compensation plan or even closing, is that God is going to provide. He's always going to provide. And one thing has provided is in your journey, you've had personal growth, you've had success. And the more successful you were, that you did learn how to recruit, you did learn how to duplicate, you did learn how to onboard. Those skills are still present. And whatever your company does, you can start over and rebuild because you've learned all those things. And that growth, that personal growth, and those skills cannot be taken away. Recently, Grant Cardone did a project, and he's you've probably already heard of him, but he is a very wealthy man who's been very successful in multiple businesses. And he tried this project where he basically started with zero, and he had nothing, and he started over, and he was able to create $10,000 and then go on and grow that again. And he created wealth within 90 days. And so it was because of his skill. The skill had not been taken away, the grit had not been taken away. And so for me, that's enough comfort that I'm willing to move forward and continue to build and continue to invest my time, my energy. Most of all, the thing that I love is the community. And I'm investing that time into other women, especially. And that is priceless. It's something that, when even my family at times has been like, why don't you just quit and do this or that instead? And I'm like, you aren't seeing the lives, the women and the lives change, the lives that are affected. And the personal growth that I'm a part of, and the financial income that I'm a part of. And so it's so rewarding to be a part of other people's growth and other people's journey. And again, like, you just can't put a price tag on that. And I am huge on remembering those people, because I'm not going to abandon them. I'm not going to just up and abandon people. And I think that's something that it's important to remember. If you're already in network marketing and you're listening to this, and the red light stories come in all the time of like quitting, and why I should quit, and why I'm not enough, and why I'm not good at what I do. Red light stories are going to come in no matter what, whether you're a mom or a grandma, a dad, a grandpa, whether you're growing a business or you're an employee, or even if you are retired. The devil is always going to try to make us feel not enough and full of regret and have doubt. And so, if I'm going to face those things anyway, then I might as well do what I know God is calling me to do. And He has put inside of me, and probably you as well, if you've made it this far in this podcast, He has put seeds of greatness inside of you, and a heart for network marketing, a heart for growing other people and helping other people to become the best version of themselves as well. It's not just about you, it's about others. And it's about, this is a place where you can serve and you can be significant through creating change, creating growth, creating personal growth, which leads to income growth, which leads to positive change in our world. God wants money to be in the hands of people that are going to use it for good, that are going to use it to sponsor adoptions, that are going to use it to help pets, rescue pets from animal cruelty, that are going to build homes and rebuild homes after the terrible fires in California and the crazy flooding that happened in the Carolinas, and the all the things that happen and will continue to happen because we're on earth and we're not in heaven yet. There's going to be needs. And Ephesians says create enough income, not just for yourself, but to share with those who are in need. And so the last reason is because I am paid for personal growth. You're going to grow in your confidence. You're going to grow in communication. You're going to grow in your leadership skills, your time management skills, your resilience, and your faith. When you engage in network marketing, these are the things that are going to grow. And I'm not just talking about, oh, I paid my membership, this is the company that I'm associated with. I buy my products every month, so I'm commission qualified. I'm talking about actually engaging in the income producing activities. When you commit to doing the things your company or your upline is teaching you to do to create income, and you show up to the meetings, you show up to the work calls, you show up to the growth calls, you show up to the corporate call where they are providing, they're showing the plan for you or they're showing the product for you. And you don't have to be the expert, and you're inviting people to come to that, and you're inviting as if your income depends on it, and your livelihood and your family's future and even your team's future, because they're going to do what you do. When you're engaging in those kind of activities, you're going to grow in confidence. You're going to grow in communication. You're going to grow in leadership. You're going to grow in time management. You're going to grow in resilience, and you are going to grow in faith. Hebrews says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you work your business, your network marketing business, God is going to grow you in those things because you are moving forward just like Abraham did when God said, get up and leave Ur of the Chaldees and go to a place that I will show you. He didn't even know where they were going. He got up, he got his family up, he got Sarah up, he took up his tent, he took up his livestock, all his herds and flocks, and they started walking. In network marketing, you're just going to have to take steps. The next step that you can see that God shows you, and probably your upline has shown you how to do it, provided a way, given you verbiage, given you a place to show up, to work with them. Get up, come, show up, be there. Come to the place that God has provided for you. Take that next step. Don't argue. Don't complain. Israel complained that Israel was a whiny, whiny, whiny nation. Don't be the nation that whines. Get up, be grateful, be thankful, show up. And as you do that work, that personal growth that you want, that overlaps not just to benefit your business, but it benefits your whole life. All three areas, all three pillars: relationships, your health. Because when you develop discipline in one area, are you going to become more disciplined in another area? Yes. So your health is going to get better, and your business is going to grow, and your wealth, your bottom line is going to grow. So you can do more good in the kingdom. You can do more good for your family. You can do more good for yourself and your own future. Sometimes we struggle to love ourselves, but God said, what? Love your neighbor as who? Yourself. So sometimes you may feel selfish building your network marketing business because you have to set boundaries. And this is something that I talk a lot about with the women I coach in my business, in my team, and even sideline to me in other teams that come to me and say, how are you doing it? How are you being successful? How are you continuing to grow? How are you still here and creating consistent growing income? because I'm setting boundaries. You have to treat your business like a business. And this could probably be another episode, right? The whole topic of boundaries and how to truly set boundaries to create significance, to create success. And we know that through succeeding, you become more and more influential because people also want to duplicate what you're doing and you become more valuable, more significant. But as you become growing more and more in your personal growth, as you become that version of yourself God is calling you to be, you are going to have so much joy. And I think for me, that's where I have had to start. So we actually have looped around to the beginning, your foundation, and that is the emotion connected to your network marketing business. And for me, there's so much joy. And as I feel that joy truly in all of my being, then that is my that be has it's really my true why. And so I encourage you to think about these 5 reasons of network marketing and why you love network marketing. And I would love for you to comment why you love network marketing. Is there another reason that you would add to this list? If you have made it all the way to the end of this episode, I'm imagining maybe you're already in a network marketing business and you have reasons you love it, or you've thought about starting a network marketing business and maybe you haven't yet. And now that you've listened to this episode, you feel confident that it is what you need to take next steps in. Maybe you're already part of a network marketing business and you've just been buying the products, but not taking action to grow and share with others. I hope that this episode has encouraged you why you should get busy sharing and growing either a team or a customer base. I'm so thankful for you. I love you. And I can't wait to spend time with you on the next episode of You Are Significant. Thank you for tuning in to You Are Significant. I hope this episode inspired you to embrace your own God given purpose. If this episode inspired you and blessed you, would you please share it out with a friend who needs to be reminded of their own significance? And remember to hit subscribe. Until next time, remember to walk in faith, find the joy, and stand in your significance.